Hello, this is Nora Walks in Spirit. I'd like to welcome you all to the Masters Speak this evening. I'm going to be giving you a message from the Masters tonight for this Easter weekend that is arriving very rapidly right now. And the heightened frequencies of the Masters will be joining us in a calming message to open up the Word and the essences of your outer fields and to awaken the crystal light essences on your inner body. There will be two words that we will be talking about tonight, and that is the word of enlightenment and the word of empowerment. These two words we will be bringing into a higher understanding and teaching tonight. So I'd like you to just get yourself nice and relaxed. Roll the shoulders back, relax the neck muscles. Get yourself nicely grounded and rooted into Gaia. And open up the palm chakras. And let's begin the journey tonight of awakening the mind, the body, and the soul to the two words of enlightenment. I'm going to go into a higher state right now, so I'm just going to turn off the camera and so that you too can close your eyes and go into a higher state and let the mind just relax and just listen to the words, the frequencies, the tones, and all that you will be receiving will be in a highest state of peace, the highest state of love, and the highest state of glory for the Masters walking you through this Easter weekend soon arriving. We bring in the amplification of all grid systems into all palm chakras to activate the essence within your hearts and within the pineal seeds of crystalline essences and light codes. The heightened essence of these higher strands of light particles that are arriving around all human forms, outer fields, will begin placing spheres and rings of light around your palm chakras and around the fingertips, around all head chakras at the third eye, upon the crown, around the temples, around the jaw, back of the head, and throat. So the essence of these empowering rings of light would begin sparking vibrations or higher transmissions of information to be delicately woven into all hearts, into all minds, and into all soul beings. It is through stillness that the crystal cords of communication can begin imprinting your own codes of light into the emblems that are within the crystal seeds within your body, within your mind, within your soul. And to begin imprinting light codes also into the palm chakras and into the foot chakras, aligning you deeper and deeper into the core of Gaia, and into all other kingdoms, into all systems on the planet that will now begin moving into oneness of the fifth dimension. The highest, holiest light will surround your codes within the light seedlings within your beingness. And upon your crown chakras will the sparks of light particles begin to transmit into your grid systems throughout this entire month. You need only activate any portal of the body that you choose to transmit any of these high frequency codes of light for freedom. Freedom of the mind, freedom of the soul, freedom of the heartbeat, which will allow all the crystal seedlings to begin creating formats of your own programs into your human form. Always in oneness, always in perfections, and always in completions. Each day and each night, as you align into these frequencies more rapidly than you humanly know. I have been delivered the messages of words of knowledge that will be infused into your inner minds, into your inner hearts, and so that you may place the frequencies of these words, their tones, and their vibrations into your crystal seeds, within your crystal soul, within your crystal mind, in your crystal heartbeat, and soon develop an empowering sense of that essence of your master soul when you are ignited and sparked into reality of who you truly are during this Easter, a resurrection of rebirthing out of the human form and into a crystalline light being of mastery. And so the two words to embrace are enlightenment and empowerment. And we want to keep the frequency of enlightenment and empowerment within our beingness all of the time now. When you think of these two words of enlightenment and empowerment, immediately begin bathing your inner mind and the body, which is within the heartbeat, with the master of who you are and the codes of light that are assimilating and moving within all of your systems throughout this entire month and the balance of the year. For it is only the master's codes of light that arrive into your mind within the brainwave patterns and into your body within the heartbeat that you become enlightened. When you become enlightened by that word of knowledge, or the enlightenment of the essence of a high frequency around you, that is when you become empowered. Empowered is a word that starts becoming you through your own brainwave patterns, the understanding that you have been enlightened by a heightened frequency. Your mind becomes empowered and begins delivering what you are going to do or what direction you will take. And the empowerment of that direction is placed within your footprint of where you're going to go, who you're going to see. All will be delivered through your master in its light codes that form this enlightenment frequency within your inner mind. And the master and its codes of light begin to align, begin to connect, and communicate in the form of a light strand that enters right at your crown chakra, right through the pineal, through the throat, into the heart, and down through the spinal vertebrae, right down to the root chakra and into Gaia. It is through stillness of the mind and becoming aware of the calmness of your body, through the stillness, that these empowering words of enlightenment, of mastery, begin shape-shifting new programs within the mind and within the body. It really just assembles. You simply settle yourself into stillness and just receive the master's essence. The master codes simply assemble within your membranes of your body, since all membranes have been cleared of all memories of your hidden selves, shadow selves, disruptive selves, and those selves that have been in fear or traumatized. All have been reliving certain fragments and certain aspects. They too will start reassembling. When there is nothing there in those memories of your membranes of these selves, an semblance of a fragment of another lifetime in any of your selves will start moving into absolute freedom. There will be no lowering vibrations. You will be embarking into the enlightenment and empowerment journey of being a master, and all that you are receiving is codes of information of light. We do not want to get confused of receiving codes in the shape of patterns or programs. It is simply energies of consciousness of light that arrange through the master's consciousness in the order of codes. The mastermind within you will give you the direction of what you need to fuel your body for the day, and with what you need to hear from another master will just simply arrive into another auditorium or into another dimension. You will be receiving and transmitting codes of light information. Each will no longer be fooled by other human programs. You will no longer be led astray by another consciousness field, because you will only be in the enlightenment and empowered by your own power of your own mastermind that knows all, sees all, hears all, and will direct what you need into a higher state of freedom at all times. You will find each day, from the moment you wake up and put your feet on the floor out of bed, that you are feeling that you are standing taller and taller each day. And you will actually look down and see the human form in its essence lying in the bed. And as your physical form will be adorned and rained upon and moving into higher states of the master form, no longer in a dense body carrying the weight of these trauma souls, karmic souls, and those that have the lone wolf frequency of the ego mind will no longer exist in your outer fields. You will be walking in heightened frequencies of projections of all other essences of the master's minds, of light codes, of information. The Enamanayechi in Churu Yuramo. So you will find that you will be moving a little bit slower at first in the morning. And when you wake up, placing your feet, they will feel heavy. And your legs will feel heavy. Your body will feel very dense, as it is in its human state. And as you walk slowly until you get your energies orchestrated into the higher vibrations, by keeping the mind still and in awareness of acknowledging that you are enlightened and you are being empowered for the day within the body, within the mind, and of a soul of a master essence of information, that you will begin to release the dense vibrational fields within the body and of the cellular body. Quite release all of the lower frequencies. You will begin assimilating very quietly, very lightly, very gently into your master codes in totality. It will just become you. When you transition, transfigure, and transcend, a new enlightenment moves within your mind, empowers you to feel that you are here in this body, yet you are also there, way over there, in another dimension, yet sitting here, but being there, beginning to operate in these master codes of master fragments of light particles everywhere, not just in the grid system of your body, in your head, in your palms, in your foot chakras, in the grid systems blended within the planet, No, you will feel the enlightenment of telepathically becoming oneness with all grid systems surrounding you, of all other kingdoms, and plant, animal, and elements such as the water. And you will become oneness of these fragments of light particles that tap into the grid system within your mind. You will just be in freedom, and you will be empowered by these frequencies of your own power of moving into oneness. So the dense body no longer houses aches and pains and discomforts, because it is being fueled only by the intelligences of high strands of information that knows directly why, where, when, and then how that frequency of anxiety begins to assimilate into your human mind. And the moment it does, how quickly your higher mind will quickly dissolve that thought form, that frequency, into a heightened, nourished frequency of love, of peace, and understanding of the mastermind, not of your own mind. And all outcomes will appear in a second of a millisecond of your thought form. That would be manifesting all outcomes in the highest divine order. And all of your thought forms will be simply transmissions of information delivered to you to an ex-mastery mind. Imagine you will begin walking in a harmonic waveform of being in no space and no time simultaneously. And that is the 0 point of knowledge. How exciting to just be me. That you will say within the quietness of your mind, just be me, master energies of all that is, within all kingdoms, within all essences of all light particles, joined into a harmonic waveform of oneness. And all grid systems and all frequencies are aligning into freedom. If there are any resonance of lowering frequencies left in the body, in a cell, or in a membrane, it too will be fueled by a higher state of freedom of love, so that that ache, pain, or anxiety, or threshold of unknowingness will immediately be dissolved. And so through the enlightenment of the word, of information, of knowledge that arrives from your master mind of its light codes, will be releasing thought forms, and the empowering of knowing that your master soul is within you empowers your body to release all lowering frequencies instantaneously. Your master codes that have been hidden and unknowing to you will begin assimilating and growing within your bodies, grid systems, membranes, meridians, and you will become more and more advancing within your own power, within your own fields of light codes that you begin creating And as you are creating and blending and harmonically attuning into an infinite membrane of a hologram of light, the masters from all dimensions and all civilizations will come in and teach you during your sleep state, so that yes, you will have deeper dream states and sleep states and journey states, because you will be mastering the many codes of light that will soon start sowing seeds of more light codes into your membrane for that sacred moment when you will wake up in the morning in your human state and be a master state of being. You don't know. When you move into the mastery state, there will be different voices that you will hear of different languages. They will begin appearing for you and showing you amplifications of information and patterns and sequences and holograms. And for some, you will begin writing. Some, you will begin drawing. For some, you will begin sculpting. And some will just be in the knowingness. All of these are the master's frequencies of light codes, and they are now moving in high streams of light strands and light quotients on this planet. In the Mahajana today, the masters are giving you these instructions to prepare you for what is coming in this next 5 days, and further adjustments and alignments into ascension frequencies that have begun pouring upon this planet for this Easter full moon that arrived and will be continuing since Passover. The Inyachukurabaya. And as this Easter begins to unfold the new you, which will be awakening, the blessing of the holiest masters of light will begin stepping you upon new plateaus of light and understanding. And for many on this planet, a realization will come to be that something has happened within me. A new being is birthing within me and on this planet. You are awakening. You are aligning and transcending simultaneously now into a new consciousness of energies of master codes of light that surround your body, surround the head, encompass the hands, and project within the footprints in the Gaia. You will find that there will be heightened vibrational tones ringing in the ears, and for some, a tightness around the neck, and around the joints, such as collarbone, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, ankles. These are the transitional points where those in-depth hidden selves of those timelines have not yet been released, and will be releasing during this Easter awakening. When you move your body into a higher state of freedom and awaken to the consciousness of these energies around you through stillness. You are not a body. You live in a body of absolute love, light, and peace. And all that surrounds you and all that is within you is of a oneness consciousness of light. And Amaniyachi, Kuravarana, the blessings of my infinite words of enlightenment and empowerment for within you today. There are many vibrations, there are many frequencies that will still be floating around for the Good Friday soon arriving. There will be heightened visions for some and heightened realities for others. Be in the stillness more. Be in the heightened state of total awareness of all essences that surround you. And just know that you are not alone. You are being bathed in the highest frequencies of light, protection, guardianship, and meridians of crystals are moving through your entire systems of the body. Those who have been waiting on the highest frequency of the Jesus Christ consciousness will be tapping into that essence more rapidly in the dream state and sleep state, meditative state. Those who are working with the higher dimensional ones of light beings, celestial ones, illumined ones, they too will be connecting through telepathic waveforms that will be tapping onto their palm chakras and inner mind's eyes. And those who have been walking in the grid systems of other planetary beings, such as Arcturus, Sirius, Venusians, they too will find highest frequencies of holographic codes and hues in spectrums of varying shapes and symbols and patterns over this next 3 days. And those who are walking on this planet in earthly dimensions will be finding an essence of highest blessed love from all the animal, winged, creeper, crawler, and plant kingdoms that will be blessing them with peace and adoration for the transmissions of your own light waves onto these kingdoms while you are simply walking or meditating in the outdoors. You will see and feel the transmission of connecting to the heartbeats of one another in all kingdoms. Those who have little children will see the sparks within their eyes and will feel the essence of higher masters' frequencies within their little hands, that you will be bathed and released of any lowering frequencies should they arrive. Simply hold on to the child, look into the eyes of any child, and be blessed on this Easter weekend. Ye iniye shukuraba, mahanliyate, shukuramayatirana. All is in divine perfection, all is in divine order. No matter how you are transitioning, transfiguring into a transcendent being, all of your messages, all of your transmissions within your own body's grid systems, all of your thought forms within your own mind of a higher mind, transmitting to your inner mind, is in highest states of freedom. We are blessed, we are honored, and we are enlightened and empowered on this hour. Thank you for joining me this evening. Thank you for being of the light and projecting the light. There will be more messages that will be arriving over the next few days, of which I will place on the Facebook channel and into my website, iaminfiniteall.com, where you will click onto a newsletter of information any week, and any videos that will be of Facebook will also be posted for you there. Thank you for joining me.